A battlefield rescue nearly a half-century ago brings war heroes back together.
Fox 25's Phil Cross was at the reunion that was 40 years in the making. Phil has the story you'll see only on Fox. Phil.
It was Mother's Day 1969, the day that changed a young Marine lieutenant's life forever. Now, 4 decades later, that Marine finally gets to say thanks to the gentle giants who came to his rescue.
The focus is on the team that came in and picked me up. For without them, I wouldn't be sitting here today. I would have never seen another sunrise, and I know that for certain.
May 11th, 1969. Lieutenant Gary Bain was leading a bombing raid over North Vietnam.
Somewhere around 6,000 feet, I shot off a full volley of rockets.
As he released his munitions on the target, he was hit.
Major John Johnston was the forward air controller that day and saw the anti-aircraft fire hit Gary's cockpit.
The next thing I saw was the flash.
Gary ejected. His Rio, Lieutenant William Ryan Jr., never made it out. For nearly an hour after the crash, jets provided cover fire.
If I was down there, I would want somebody close by.
Then the rescuers arrived.
We have the Jolly Green about 7 minutes away from here.
Our main job was, like everybody else, to get pilots that were shot down.
I have a vivid memory of the helicopter coming into the hover and the PJ coming down the hoist.
So we pulled in the hover and I got on the penetrator to go down and got about 30 feet below the chopper, and it started shaking really bad because we'd taken some kind of hit and it blew the nose gear out of the helicopter.
As soon as he gave the signal that we were off the ground, the helicopter took off. I was probably at 7,000 feet before we got in the aircraft.
That was the last time Gary saw any of his rescuers, until decades later, when one by one he tracked them down.
So I spent 40 years just wondering whether or not I had done some good. And I
Oh,
found
yes.
out right there that all my thoughts and prayers were answered.
For many of the pilots, this reunion is the first time they've seen each other since Vietnam. But they promise it won't be the last. Today, one of the pilots told us he hasn't been able to talk about anything that happened in Vietnam until Gary contacted him to organize this reunion. The pilots say it's just comforting to share their experiences with their fellow pilots. Back to you.